everybody, my name is Nicole, but you can call me Nikki. My last name is Foster, but basic people call me Foster. It's actually Foster.
Are you excited for first year at Senn?
And I'm so ready for school. And I think they're finally gone. That's the 9th interview this week.
Excuse me, ma'am, quick question. Are you a basketball girl?
And can you save me?
Hi, I'm doing a think piece on Vesco girls. Why do you want to save the turtle? My team, my homies, changed the release date from Friday to Sunday. Thank you very much.
Hey Bulldogs, welcome back to a brand new school year. With the new year, Senn High School has one of the best renovations in decades.
Starting with the Senn TV crew, we finally have a new
and bigger
space. So if you're looking for Senn TV, we're now located in the West Wing, room 280.
You can find all 17 crew members in this room every 7th and 8th period.
Wait, speaking of, is the crew going to the block party this weekend?
There's a block party this weekend. You mind telling me about it?
Alright guys, so the block party this weekend is called the Bulldogs Nation Block Party, and it's happening September 21st from 11 to 3. Expect food, music, and all lots of fun. Be there
or be squared.
Alright, jumping to our first segment.
Hey, Mrs. Beck, we're kind of filming right now.
No, I'm here. I'm here for whatever you need.
Okay.
I have lots of updates to share with everyone. As many of you know, we've had a number of construction updates. We have had our former neighbors exit the building to the west, and we now have an entire building all to ourselves. So with that exit came a new gym, as many of you have seen, and that will be open as soon as Monday. And then we also have a new media center that was designed by students for students. We've also updated a number of our hallways. We've added benches so that you can have the opportunity to socialize with your friends before and after school. We're working on whether or not you can do that during your lunch periods, but that's to be determined based on general behavior from everybody.
Right.
As many of you have noticed, we've also put alarms on doors, and that is because we care about the safety of all students here at Senn. We have a number of doors that would sometimes pop open. Maybe a student would get lost and accidentally wander out during the school day. So for our safety here in the building and your safety, we've added alarms to all of our doors, and the exits are now at door 10 and door 4. Beyond that, I feel like having these building upgrades has been a great way to stretch out and really appreciate all of our students and appreciate our space here at Senn. As you know, our building is over 110 years, well, about 110 years old.
Dang, we're old.
I know, yeah.
We're old.
And so,
a couple gray hairs in there.
It really is. The age
Older
was
than
showing.
scary, huh?
So the age was showing, and so this was an important update. We have also updated our STEM lab, our design labs, and a number of different science labs. Those are taking a little bit more time. A lot of it was we were waiting on different portions of things to be ordered. We have this new broadcast studio. We have a new Mac lab. and a number of upgrades that will continue throughout the year. So although we had a lot of major construction this summer, there's still upgrades. We're not done. There's a lot of things that will happen throughout the year, and we're always open to suggestions. It's weird kind of adopting this new space and stretching out, so I appreciate everyone's patience, but I also look forward to hearing from students about how we can better utilize the different areas, because we haven't had this in a very long time. We also have a lot more students. Did you know that?
Yeah, so I was wondering with that, any updates on 8th period lunch?
For 8th period lunch, those seniors who have 8th period lunch, we are working to make sure that we're able to let you leave. And that's hopefully something we'll build into the schedule next year as well. So seniors who are able to schedule their classes during the day, and we're able to make sure their credits are on point, adding an 8th period lunch so that at that point, if they want to leave the building, they may. We're not 100% there. We're piloting with about 10 to 12 seniors, and based on how it works out for them, we'll see what we do for next year. The other big change I see this year is, you may have noticed that we have what's called the Bulldog headquarters.
Yes.
Yes, and we've added a number of school-wide events just for students. So we shifted Ms. Boatman, who is now in charge of all student events in the building. And what's really exciting about that is she's focused on making this building really come alive with student events, student voice, and anything that students need for support. So that's really what we're doing. We took the old Rickover office. I know I said the R word, I'm sorry. But we took their old office and made it our own and made it a student space. So you should stop by. It's on the 3rd floor and see how it looks. It's a great place for clubs to meet. We have mailboxes for every club and opportunities for everyone to really feel at home here at Senn. If you have more questions, you're always welcome to contact me via email. Many of you have taken advantage of that in the last week or two, and I appreciate that. I think I've gotten back to everyone. If I haven't, let me know. I really enjoy that everyone's stopping me in the hallway, catching me outside, and letting me know what they need and what they want to make the school better. I do want to say that program changes will be done by tomorrow, which is Friday. So asking for a new lunch period or 8th period lunch, now that you know what might be happening, is probably you've missed your chance. However, we are making sure that going forward we have a stable schedule and we can get on with our year. I think it'll be the most sensational yet.
Yay! Well, thank you, Ms. Beck.
Sure.
Anyways, guys, if you guys have any comments or questions or anything like that, comment down below. And throughout the whole year, we'll update as much as we can. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Before we jump into our first segment, here's a snippet of a documentary Tommy and I worked on for senior Abad Vikas.
Hi, my name is Abad Vikas. I'll be playing as Lyman from August Wilson Piano Lesson.
Click down below to see the whole video.
Root you on, Bod. Keep being #sensational.
Alright, jumping into our first segment, Amy Sykes and the crew went around the school to ask how the first day of school went.
Thanks, Kirsten. Senn students came back on September 3rd to drastic changes for the first day of school. We went around to ask Senn staff and students how they felt about the first day of school, what were some of their goals for this year, and what they were looking forward to.
Okay, so today is the first day of your sophomore year, correct? Yeah. So how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad that I have a lot of friends in my classes and I really like my teachers. Overall, it's been a good experience for the first day.
It was tiring. I didn't want to show up, but I had to at the same time. It's my last year, so might as well.
Senn was a really good school. Like, an environment was really good. Like, the teachers were really nice. Like, I didn't think of it like that. Like, I thought they were gonna be like all like bad, like they were gonna be like mean and stuff. But they're actually really chill, which was like really surprising to me. And I saw a lot of my friends in different classes, so it was good.
Can you tell me what you're most excited for this school year?
Yes, I'm most excited to teach in our new awesome space for PE. They redid the little gym, and everything looks super cool, and I'm super excited to teach in there. And our boys soccer team as well. We're starting the season, and can't wait to see what they can do this fall.
The homecoming game that I'm playing in. Number 21, you know how we coming, man. We finna do that to Roosevelt.
I'm really excited about having accelerated geometry, and I'm also really excited about U.S. history.
graduate on time.
Is that a goal or expectation?
Goal.
Okay. Is there anything else you're looking forward to senior year? Anything about turning 18, prom, anything interesting?
Why you gotta be turning 18?
You're not turning.
I'm turning 19. No, I'm joking. I'm turning 18. I'm turning 18.
Okay.
I was very confused, especially with the West Wing, not Rickover side. That was very confusing. Also, I had 8 period lunch, and that's not fair. So I haven't eaten, and I'm hungry. I'm sorry, this is off topic. I'm proud with the renovation. I think Senn is evolving to be a more stable school and less chaotic than before. And that's something I'm very impressed with it.
So you said you felt confused about the West Wing. Did you feel like a first year?
Yes, I felt like a first year student because I felt.
First of all, it's not first year. It's the classic freshman, and it's always gonna be a freshman, okay? Because we are women and men, okay? Okay, and that's on period. So it's my last first day. So yeah, it was fast. I'm not trying to go to 8th period. What time is it?
You need to go. Actually, you need to go.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Go to class.
Let's have another sensational year, Senn Bulldogs.
Thanks, guys. Kirsten, what are you looking for this school year?
For sure, graduating, bro. Okay, anyways, talking about the new school year, on Friday, September 6th, Senn hosted their annual club day. This is a day for students to get to know all the clubs at Senn as well as sports team.
Along with seeing sports teams and clubs, there's also performance from the Senn Lights in our dance program. Let's take a look at how this year's club day went.
We had about 60 different clubs this year. The Debate Club, Animal Welfare Club, Sign Language Club, the Knitting Club, Bollywood Club, Film Club, Wrestling Club, the Ambassador Club, and more. We asked members of the club to tell us about the clubs that they're representing today. Let's take a look.
So I am the sponsor of Anime Club. We meet in room 307 on Wednesdays and Thursdays. This club is basically a space where people who do love anime can hang out, they can choose what we watch, and they're just around like-minded people in a space where we all get excited about Japanese anime.
I'm representing Loyola University. Loyola has a long-term partnership with Senn High School that goes back about 8 years. And so we do a lot of different things here at Senn, but then we also do a bunch of programs on our campus at Loyola for students.
We're presenting our JRTC, the clubs we have in JRTC, or teams we have in JRTC, some of the events we have to do over there. We have Tug of War is an event we do at what we call sports challenges, like citywide Olympics for JRTC programs. Then we have Michelangelo practicing a rifle. We have a rifle team. We have a saber team. We have a raider team. We have a drill team. And we're just introducing those things. And hopefully soon we're going to have a robotics team. Hopefully soon.
How's it going? Mr. Hang, starting up a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu club. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a self-defense martial arts that teaches discipline and what to do in stressful situations. Please look it up, Google it, YouTube it. You can find me in room 258 on the west side of the school. Thank you.
Bollywood Club is a South Asian club that's to represent Indian culture. Not only that, but also people from all over. And our purpose is to dance at international fest and to separate diversity within our school and also our community.
Thanks to everyone's collaboration, this was another successful club day. Stay tuned for more for next year. See you later, Bulldogs!
Hey Kirsten, what club do you plan on joining this year?
You already know, President of Film and Fashion.
Anyways, if there's not a club you guys like, you could always make your own. Make sure you do have a sponsor though.
Perfect. With Senn taking over the whole school year, we needed more security guards.
Oh yeah, man, we do have a big school.
Yeah, so here's a video made by my fellow co-host,
that's me,
and Bree Buckus interviewing security guard Julio Gonzalez.
Hey, I'm Bree Butkus, and we're about to do a cover story on a new security guard. Thank you. So you are a new add-on to our security here at Senn. Before you were into security, where did you start off? Like, how did you lead into all of this?
Well, I started with adolescence for 5 years when I got out of school. I did that recreational therapist for adolescents, alcohol and drug abuse for 5 years. Then went into psych adults. I was there for 30 years.
So where were you before here?
Well, I worked in a hospital in the psych unit for 30 years. And I dealt with all kinds of personalities. There were a lot of problems and issues. And I decided just to do something different.
And how are you liking Senn so far?
It's a huge school, very huge, very long. But, when I was in high school at Clemente, way back in the 70s, we used to play them in baseball and football, so I was active.
Okay, last final question, which is a fun one. So what do you like to do outside of school with your own time when you're not here?
I like traveling. I like to travel, spend time with the family, go camping, and just enjoy the outdoor activities.
With our school expanding, I'm happy we got new securities to keep everybody in check.
Perfect. Now let's turn it over to Eden and Dylan for current events.
Thank you, Kirsten. Hello, everybody. My name's Eden.
And I'm Dylan.
So, Dylan, what's been going on in the world lately?
Well, Eden, something awful happened recently.
What?
The Amazon has been burning down.
You mean the website?
No, not the website, the rainforest. Jeez, does anybody watch the news nowadays?
Oh, yeah. Remind me where that is again?
It's in Brazil, the land of samba.
So, why is this relevant to my life?
Well, Eden, it's relevant because of two things. One, the rainforest stores a lot of carbon dioxide due to the photosynthesis process. Burning the Amazon down will only release the CO2 into the atmosphere, worsening global warming and cause other destructions. Two, it produces around 20% of the world's oxygen, so that's not a wise thing to do. In conclusion, if mankind doesn't do anything to stop these, we're all doomed.
Oh, that is pretty big, but I'm sure the government's doing something about it right now.
Unfortunately, they aren't doing much. As Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro was responding to some criticism about his previous comments, he accused the NGOs, the non-governmental organizations, for being the perpetrators. Here's a clip from BBC explaining further.
Mas a nossa suspeita vem de ONGs. Presidente, se ele disse fortíssimo disso, o que a gente publicou errado? Então, que eu acusei diretamente ONGs. Eu falei, tudo suspeita de ONGs. Eu não estou buscando o responsável que está acontecendo no Brasil. Por que você não cobra dos governadores que eles estão fazendo? A gente procurou eles. O que eles responderam? Nada, né?
Wow, I never could have imagined it was that bad.
I know, right?
So what can we do about it?
Well, first of all, we can reduce beef and dairy consumption. Doing this will send a clear message to the meat industry that we will not condone such methods. We can also start checking where our products come from and choose wisely from there.
You can also donate to several organizations that are fighting to protect the Amazon. Make sure to do your research before you do. Some will be linked down below.
Absolutely, Eden. So, dear viewers, make sure to do the steps mentioned above and let's hope for the best. Who knows, maybe the perpetrators will hear our pleas. Let's cross fingers.
Back to you, Kirsten.
Thank you so much, Eden and Dylan. I've been working on trying to be environmental friendly, you know.
Kirsten, you do know that you can do more than carrying a reusable cup every day, right?
Okay, I'm working on it. Gosh, so judgmental.
Anyways, let's swing it over to Treasure and Naya for their segment TNT as they discuss changing the term freshman to first year.
We're back! We're back! Just in case you forgot, I'm Treasure.
And I'm Naya.
And this is TNT. Period.
Period. For today's Ginger Tea, we'll be discussing Senn's new 2020 language.
So just in case you didn't know, it was said that we should no longer call ninth graders freshmen and they should be called
First years.
They should be called
First years. First years.
Well, before I state my opinion, how do you feel about the change?
Well, with all due respect to the people it affects, I really don't think it's necessary. What about you?
Well, I think we've had high school for 200 years, since 1812, and it's a little different to me that we're starting to change it all of a sudden. Exactly. Like, I'm not being insensitive, I'm just curious as to why.
Right. Well, that's enough for our 2 cents.
We went around the school to ask you all what you all think.
Here's the tea.
So how do you feel about having to be referred to as a first year rather than a freshman?
I don't mind. I don't find it offensive. I really don't care about that. Yeah, I'm just fine with anything.
Okay, thank you.
I feel like we should be called, students, peers, friends, classmates, not no first year, because this is not. It's not like this was just gonna happen. This is mandatory. We have to do this first year. So I don't feel like people should be calling us that. We should either go by our names or go by friend, peer, or student.
I actually like it because it includes a lot of more people. I feel like it's more inclusive and it's not even that big of a change. So yeah.
Nah, I don't even care. Call me what y'all want. I don't care. Call me short. I don't care. Because when it's time to throw hands, I don't see nobody right there.
Can you spell your name for me?
My name is Edward Childress.
Can you spell your name for me?
My name is Edward Childress. To be totally honest, when it comes to me, I think they should just be called freshmen because that's what they are. And we all say freshmen. We say freshmen, freshies. We don't really call people by what year they in high school. So I don't really think that's okay.
I don't agree with it because they freshmen, you feel me? Like, we got woman and man, fresh man, fresh everyone, like.
Period. To be honest, I don't care. I mean, it's a difference because I have now to it's a whole different title and it's new, so I have to adapt to it. But in general, I really don't care. I barely refer to them anyway, so.
How do you feel about freshmen being called first year?
I'm not calling them that man.
2,000 years later.
How do you feel about freshmen being called first year student?
I'm not calling them that because they're freshmen, bro. They freshmen. That's it.
Thank you. So what do you feel about freshmen being called first year students?
I think it's cool. I realize that it might seem like we're going overboard with political correctness and sensitivity, but I think it's good to be careful with language. I think language evolves, and it's very important for us to be careful. I think at the root of careful is care. So what we're saying is that we care about students that might not identify as strictly male or female.
Well, it looks like people have mixed opinions.
I agree. It seems like it just mostly affects upperclassmen and a few adults.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Comment down below.
Or you can go on our social media and check out our polls.
This has been TNT. Period.
Before we end our episode, let's swing it to Basma as she asked the Senn community what was their favorite summer memory.
My summer was pretty great, actually. I did a lot of things.
It was very eventful.
Most of it was absolutely great.
It was good.
It was great.
My summer was great.
My summer was very good. Thank you for asking.
What was the most memorable moment?
I was able to teach my 6-year-old son to ride a bike.
I did a lot of stuff, like I interned at the 48th Ward, and I did a summer class, computer science.
I spent 3 weeks in Spain, in Barcelona, by the coast, and
Most memorable thing about my summer was going to JCLC, that's a JROTC summer camp program, and I got to meet a lot of new friends. I got to get some new opportunities to do service learning projects out of school, and I just had a great time up in Wisconsin.
I took a trip to India.
Arches National Park was amazing because the scenery is just beautiful and the canyons is just so beautiful to see. It was a good hike and I think that was very memorable.
So I'm in a circus, and this summer we did like 45 shows. At least we here. We did 45 shows around the park, and the biggest one was Millennium Park. Yay!
And if you could describe your summer in one word, what would it be?
Relaxing.
Stressful.
The learning.
Memorable.
Traveling. I went to India, and then I went to France with my family.
Warm. Yeah.
I think I'd have to say fast because one second we got out of school, the other we're back in.
So, what's your favorite summer memory?
You know, purchasing my MacBook for sure.
Yay! You already know.
Anyways, let's ask some of our Senn TV crew what their favorite summer memory was.
Let's take a look. What's your favorite summer memory?
My favorite summer memory was my dance performance.
Oh, how did that go?
It went pretty well.
But no invite. It's cool. It's cool. Voila!
So, what was your favorite summer memory?
I went to New York to visit my dad and became a New Yorker.
What?
No way.
Did you bring me back a shirt? I love New York.
Sorry, I forgot.
Could you bring me back a train pass?
No, not really. Next time maybe, okay?
Whoosh.
So, what's your favorite summer memory?
I mean, I guess I gotta say meeting all the Cubs players. You know, a couple of guys more than once, which is pretty cool.
I like the hot dogs there.
Never been to Wrigley Field, guys. Never been.
Yeah, you should try the hot dogs. Good.
So, what was your favorite summer memory?
I got to see my favorite band, Cage the Elephant, live.
Wow.
And I got to sneak up really close, which was super.
Sneak up really close?
Sneak up.
Okay.
Wow.
That was cool. That was cool. Well, I couldn't go.
Were you here?
I probably was if I had an invite, but it's okay. It's fine. So, what's your favorite summer memory?
I started a cult on Tumblr based around my favorite game, Team Fortress 2.
What was that code about?
Well, it's about exiting cowboy hats.
Oh, okay. That doesn't sound as...
Okay. Woo! Hey, you
Relief. Set. Summer memory. Go.
Okay, so my favorite summer memory was going to New York City with my best friend and going to a restaurant that I wanted to go to for like 2 years.
What's the restaurant about?
Deep dish pizza?
It's just a diner. It's a diner.
It's a diner. Why do you want a deep dish pizza?
Because I heard they're in competition with us.
No, they're not. They don't make deep dish.
That's smart. So, what's your favorite summer memory?
Well, I went to a concert over this summer for Trevor Jackson. I know a lot of people don't know who that is, but he's my favorite artist. I also got to drive for like about 5 hours.
Oh my god.
That sounds fun.
Wait, road
No,
trip?
it wasn't.
No, okay, just want to make sure.
Like 5 hours straight?
Yeah.
Where'd you drive to? Road trip?
I drove, college road trip all the way to Southern Illinois.
You drove?
I did.
Yep, she has a license, Tommy. People have those.
Almost.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, didn't we did something at the first? Oh,
there it is. Summer favorite memory. Go.
Culinate was rocking the Casbah, taking care of Maddox, taking care of Esme. Insert a picture of Esme, please, when you produce this.
Pictures?
And aside from taking care of the kiddos and family time, got to see my favorite band, Idols.
I love them!
Lincoln Hall, you've never heard of them. Come on, give me a break. But anyway, thanks so much for everybody. This team is going to be awesome this year. so I'll let you guys sign off.
Looks great.